Hey Virgos, welcome to your December monthly, where we have been looking at chakras the entire year. And here we are on the 12th month. Can you believe it? It's almost the end of the year. And we are up to the 12th chakra. Now this chakra does stretch us beyond like our human or common sphere of understanding about life and into more of a universal unity, communication with all that is. So for this reading, we're going to be focusing on just advice from Spirit and the Creator about how we can master our soul's purpose through our human existence. So if you're new to my channel, what I do each month is I do take a tarot deck and I split out the major arcana from the four suits of the minor arcana. And the major arcana represent the overall energies for the entire month around the subject that we're looking in. And so that's what we'll look at here. Now, any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your eye and you like them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. So we'll start off here, Virgo, and see what Creator and Spirit, what advice they have for you around your soul purpose and how you can master that through the human existence. So for our Virgo, all right, they do want that one right there. And you have the Temperance card, card number 14. So the balancing of the upper realm with the lower realm, the tempering, which is going back and forth between the cups. Usually there's like two cups and they're going back and forth between the two. And I feel like, you know, that for you particularly is this awareness of the higher realms, and that you did choose to really connect to your higher self, but not just become like a spiritual master and to be able to see things only from a higher perspective, that your journey as this one of understanding your soul purpose is such the one of contrasts, of the ebb and the flow and of understanding things, but going higher and higher and higher. That's like tempering does, is it going back and forth in between these two cups. It purifies and it becomes higher and higher and changes each time. And I feel like that's what this balancing of going back and forth for your life, that's like how through your human existence that you are realizing this, through the balancing of both and then the joining together of both as well. But we'll take a look here as into the Messenger Oracle and see what else they'd like you to know. All right, so for our Virgo, what else would you like them to know, please? All right, they want that one right there. And you've got a new day dawns. Beautiful card there. And we'll put that down here. And let's see what message comes with this. So today is a new day. With the dawn comes an opportunity to begin again or to embrace something new. Create what you wish to create. Become the person who you dream of being. Do not allow your doubts or fears to hold you back, for this day is bright with hope and good fortune. Go forth and greet it with a smile upon your lips and joy in your heart. And I really like that, because when you look at the ebb and the flow, and I kind of see this as dark tonight, you know, dark moon and sun, right? And here's the new day. And I feel like there's this, with this ebb and the flow, it's like you go through the cycles of the moon. You go through the, the sun rising, the sun setting, and the night. And going back and forth, it's such this beautiful, hope that whatever you're going through, whatever you are experiencing as you go through life, that there's this hope that shines bright, the hope for the new day, the, victory comes at dawn, and they always have like vampires and all these movies where you just got to make it till the sun comes out and then they can't hurt you, or that there's this hope that will shine brightness on everything around in the world. And so I feel like that's the kind of energy that you get to experience. In the beginning, it just feels like you're surviving, right? But I feel as you have moved throughout your life with this ebb and this flow, it brings in this beautiful, you enjoy the pendulum as it swings back and forth, and you move higher up on the pendulum where you're not, when you're on the bottom of the pendulum, you're like down here, you get this wide range. But if you're up higher on the pendulum, as it's going like this, see how it doesn't move as much as it does down here? That's kind of like where you move, where it doesn't seem as extreme, and it becomes this kind of more balanced experience where you join together the two, if that makes sense. We will dive in deeper, and as we get into the minor arcana, the 4 suits of the minor arcana do represent 4 different areas of human existence, and we'll start off with the wand suit, which is the fire element. And this is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, and your overall energy. So this will be what the Creator and Spirit want you to know around December, around your energetic experience regarding this. So let's take a look here and see what they have. So for Virgo, what would you like them to know about their, okay, they do want that one, your energetic experience. Yeah, and you have the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands does represent like this movement of your energy, like you've invested so much. See how you've been through that whole journey all the way down the mountain, and you've reached the end where you are ready for this transition. You are ready for this change of where you're investing your energy. It's like you've gone through another day and you're ready for the swing back, or another night and you're ready to have this other change, and you're ready to have like this, I just feel like the Fool's card, which is like this new adventure, this new journey. You're ready to go check in all this stuff that you had, all the baggage and all the stuff that you've learned. You're ready to check that in and then start off with just a bag on your back instead of all this stuff, and you're ready for this newness, this new energy, and this new adventure. We'll pull also from the Path of the Soul Destiny. Let's see what else they have. Now, these are fractal imaging, which I call the spiritual ink blot test, which is, when I get the card here, which is here, when I show it to you, you get to see what you see in it, and that's a special message for you. And then I'll read their intuitive, description, what they picked up from the card at the time. So here you go. We got card number 12. In 3, 2, 1. So see what you see. Beautiful greens. And we'll put that down here. And let's see what message comes in here for you. And this is fertile, which, new beginnings. This is the card of creation and fertility. Although it can signify the possibility of pregnancy, it usually appears as encouragement to begin to take action. Now is the time to start the groundwork for your deepest inner desires, dreams, ideas, or plans. All the conditions are right for setting things in motion, to bring things from the world of thought into form. So perfect. So with this new beginning, this would represent, it feels like Ace of Wands energy, actually. So it's the ending and the new beginning. It is showing you that you are ready for this new start, ready for this new fertility to birth something new. We also will move into the next element, which is Earth, and it's the suit of Pentacles. It's the only suit that's about the outside world. Here's your inner energy. We'll talk about your thoughts and your emotions. All that's on the inside. This is the outside. So this will represent all those people, all those characters on stage with you, all the props, your body, possessions, all that stuff outside of you and the drama or the physical plane. So this will be what Creator and Spirit wants you to know about your physical adventure. And of course, this is your element, Virgo. It is earth energy. So let's see here. What would you like Virgo to know? Okay, that'll be it right here. And you have the Four of Pentacles. So beautiful balancing coming in here of your outside world. Two on one side, two on another. So as we were talking about here, you do get this solid sense of your worth and your abundance in the outside world through this journey. And so you are ready for this movement and this change. One of the big lessons that comes through the Four of Pentacles is that when they looked outside of themselves for their worth, they felt unstable, because we're taught to look into the three areas of our life, which are relationships, situations, and things, and all of those are unstable, right? And so we are told to look for them for our worth, but people change or they pass away. Situations never stay the same, and things break down, deteriorate, and are stolen. So as we get disappointed in the outside world, we're eventually turned inward to where we look inward and upward and find something that is stable. It's eternal, and it's unconditional, and it's the love that we find of the upper realms. No conditions for it, so we can't lose it. Nothing we have to do to earn it. We have it all, 100% of it right now, and it is eternal, never ending. So if we talk about stable, right? Can't lose it, never ending, boom. So this is where you're getting this solid foundation as it comes in. So I really like that. And then we're going to the Earth Magic Oracle. Let's see what they want you to add here. And I feel like this is something that you've been working on, and the stability has just been growing and growing and growing through all these pendulum swings and all this understanding that you've had. So what else for Virgo? All right. Guess it'll be that one right there. And you've got the Milky Way, which I think it says, is that perceptive? Yep, perceptive, mighty perceptive. Look at the greens, the similar ones in the middle there. So the spiral, as you come to the center, your perception and how you perceive your worth as well, right? So let's see here, Milky Way. So the Milky Way is said to be one of billions of galaxies in the observable universe. It contains between 200 to 400 billion stars, the one most familiar to us being the Sun. The oldest star in our galaxy is said to be 13.2 billion years old, and to be nearly as old as the universe itself. And the Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. Distances are measured in light years, and the Milky Way galaxy is believed to be 100,000 light years in diameter. The enormity and vastness stagger the mind and challenge the imagination, yet it also gives us some notion of where we fit in all this. Considered from this perspective, our usual frame of reference is put to task. We're faced with the choice of abandoning our myopic vision in favor of seeing and accepting the bigger picture, or we can just allow ourselves to be overwhelmed by a sense of smallness and helplessness. Yet know that we're composed of material from those very stars that inhabit the Milky Way. Thus, we're connected to Earth and the entire universe at all times, in life and in death. That's the information about the Milky Way. And then the specific message that comes with this for you too is that you have lost your perspective in the past. So it's time to step back, breathe, and allow yourself to detach in order to gather information from your senses and regain your perspective about the situation. Detachment does not mean that you no longer care. It simply indicates that you are looking at things from a different point of view, right? With your worth too, in an outlook that is not clouded by emotions, judgment, or attachment to outcome, but instead maintains a non-reactive awareness of these things. The witness, that internal aspect of yourself that simply observes everything in your life, offers his or her eyes here. Through these lenses of pure awareness, you can examine all aspects of your experience, physical, emotional, and mental, without denying anything. By doing so, you will come to understand a greater perspective than is typically justified by the ego, which allows you to see what is before you with clear vision and an open mind. So definitely the changing of perspective, the one that we're taught here about looking to these things to define you, but when you step away to this universe and you realize that you are here, you're this tiny, actually we're probably more like out here, this tiny little blue, 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 in comparison to everything else, right? So a beautiful change of perspective coming in here for you. And next we will move in here into the next suit, which is, of course, the swords, and it's the element of air. And this is our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our attitudes, our expectations. So this will be the mental adventure that you're going through. Of course, Virgos, you like to think, and so you definitely are impacted by this. This is your element, but you also deal so deeply in thought and belief and mindset. So we'll see what comes in here for you for your mental adventure. Yeah, 9 of Swords. So the 9 is the Hermit number, which actually is the Virgo energy. So this is your doing your inner reflection on your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets. It's usually called the Nightmare Insomnia card. And you are looking into your beliefs about life, your beliefs and understanding about yourself. And so as you go into your dark nights and your days, you do this reflection here. You are understanding what your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets are that are bringing in burdens, that are bringing in change. And so you are constantly evaluating your mindsets and your beliefs and others, and gathering data and then crunching data. And so you have this great library within your head of how things are supposed to be and should be and need to be, which you are constantly revising and cutting things out and adding more and cutting things out. But it's always moving up. Small T truths eventually being cut out to bring in capital T truths. So I like it. And then you do here have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle here. And let's take a look here and see what else they would like you to know here. So for Virgo, actually, they do want this one right here. And you have Mountains, Stand Your Ground. Beautiful card. We'll put that right here. And let's see what comes in here. Actually, I think those are going to be in the back. Yep, there they are. So it says, hold firm to what you believe in or are focusing on, because it is absolutely right. Know that heaven and earth are supporting you. Mountains are strong and wise. They are rooted deep in the earth and reach high into the sky. They've been where they are for thousands of years, and they've been home to animals. They have been climbed by humans, and they have seen seasons come and go. So no matter what has happened to them, they have remained strong, immovable, and unshakable, and so they offer the spiritual energies of strength and resilience. Mountain energy is powerful because it's firmly rooted in the Great Mother and reaches high to the Great Father. If you're feeling challenged or pressured at this time, know that your spirit is more powerful than you think. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you the unshakable strength to be who you are. Take time to root yourself deeply in the energy of the earth before welcoming in the energies of heaven. If you're not sure what you need to do next, the Mountain card invites you to stay exactly where you are, talk things over with those around you, and know that change will come to you. You will be whole end well at the end of this current situation, and it will not stand in the way of your future growth and expansion. Yeah, so I like that about the foundations, and you have these strong foundations, but I also like that there's two sides, and that you are very much about, here we go, about the balancing, right? About the understanding both sides and seeing things from a different perspective as well. Because when you're on the ground, you may not see things as clearly as when you go up onto the mountain, seeing things from this higher perspective as well. So I like it. And then the last suit you move into is the cups, which is the element of water. It's all about the emotions. So this will be your emotional experience as you go through the month of December. What spirit and creator would like you to know? So for Virgo, what do you want them to know about their emotions? All right, there you go. And you've got the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I really love the way they present this, because Eight of Cups is about walking away from emotions that no longer serve you. And they do this little ritual where they're burning them in this little cup here, the Ace of Cups, and they're walking away. And where are they walking to? To the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. So you're walking away, leaving old emotions behind that were restricting you, and it allows you to move into this wonderful place of wishes, of emotional fulfillment. So you definitely are on this journey, and you're definitely ready to move towards the sun. You're walking towards the sun, leaving these old things behind. So I like it. And then for your last card, it's going to be from the Power of Surrender deck. And because it's the last card, it can still mean whatever else they want you to know about your emotional adventure during the month of December. But it's also going to be a wild card. So it can be whatever else the creator and spirit want you to know about your December. So what is your final card for our Virgos? Okay, this is the one. And you've got surrender your need to always be right. Well, there we go. That also goes into these, cards here about, you can stand on your own, but you don't always have to be right. You don't have to prove and to other people. You can just stand in your power and what you believe until you change your heart, because that's the only time your mind changes is when your heart changes, right? And it says, give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So, that's balancing and going back and forth on that pendulum. When we see that emotions and thoughts and everything change and go back and forth, just allow people to be right. And I have actually a dear friend of mine who actually is a Virgo. She said she learned this thing that when people say something that you disagree with, that you don't have to go, well, that's stupid. Why do you believe that? Blah, blah, blah. It's like she goes, you just go, oh, wow, that's interesting. Thanks for sharing that with me. And you're like, wow. And maybe you will think about it, maybe you won't, but there's no conflict then, right? And you're allowing them to have their beliefs and know where they're coming from, and you have yours too. And so you just go in harmony. And sometimes with an open mind like that, you do receive other information and you'll go, oh, okay. And then you adapt, right? You take away, you change your library we were talking about. You remove some things and add some new things that resonates, and it feels like a higher capital T truth, right? So love this adventure that you're on here, Virgo. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these monthly readings by zodiac sign, I also put out weekly energy updates by zodiac sign and a few other types of readings and videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking that subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there is an option for all. If you select it, it does two things. One, it tells you when new videos come out, of course. And then two, you'll also be notified when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. I know. Currently, I go live every single night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and then also on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you haven't stopped by to say hello, I'd love to see you. Also, doing the things I mentioned help spread the Zen love, and it does help the channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy excited it wants to automatically share my videos as recommended videos to other people. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I also currently offer personal readings. So all that information is listed in the description box of this video below. All right, Virgo, as you're going throughout this month, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing month. We'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.